All right, so just about ready to get this thing started. I had to give up on the brakes because this little distribution block that all 4 brake lines go into, it had some bad threads on there and there was a slight leak, so I'm waiting on that. Should be here tomorrow. I got the carb on, gasket surface perfect, checked all my vacuum sources, just hooked up all the fuel lines, got the return set, got the air conditioning vapor bowl, which the Pontiac had for 1960, if you had air conditioning. And I forgot to torque this down. And the other thing, oops, you want to make sure all your vacuum lines are set up, because if you got the brake booster, you don't want that. In my case, I don't want it stealing my vacuum because I have a reservoir full of brake fluid but no line on there, so I definitely don't want the brakes to be actuated yet. Oops, hang on a second. Torque that down. So this right here is the vapor bowl. There's a tiny little hole in here, so if you do get vapor lock, the vapors can escape and go back to the tank down here. This is the line for my electric fuel pump. There's a fused wire in there with a switch. I'm going to hook that up now. And this, I didn't have a plug, so I just stuck a spark plug in there for the meantime. But I did hook up the, what do you call that thing? The vacuum canister. So that is connected right now. Got the new coil on there, got the ignition wire. I did test the spark already. I don't have a spark tester, but I did use my timing light, which I need to hook up again in just a second here. Let's see, other checks. Oh yeah, most important thing, of course, is the carburetor adjustments. And I learned something about the AFB. You know, most carburetors that I've worked on, the primary throttle valve is also the air for your idle circuit. Well, the AFB is ingenious. I love this carburetor. I've just been learning about it. 1960, the earlier years, had this separate air circuit. So it pulls air and draws it right into the intake for low speed use. And if the engine gets really hot, there's a little valve that pops open and lets additional air if you have a lot of fuel vapors in there. So anyway, we got that set up properly. Now, one thing, this engine is pretty high compression. The battery, which I've charged several times, is having trouble turning it over, and I even have a backup battery down there. I'm going to put some jumper cables on if I need it. The dwell just set via my own vision, so that may give us some trouble, but I do have it set at top dead center. We'll have to adjust that. Yeah, we just got to put water in here and then do the fuel test here. Yeah, something else that's really cool is when I changed that freeze plug, a lot of dirty radiator fluid drained out of here, and I bought this. Here, I'll show you right here. This really neat 25 micron filter. 25 microns is enough to get, that's actually better than most oil filters, so I was able to get clean antifreeze from that contraction there. And by the way, this camera is supposed to have all that anti-jitter control. I have no idea if it's working or not. A little bit more. All right, and let's see if I can wind this up. Yeah, there we go. But it's okay because I'm going to be flushing the system with some type of acid or One of those good aftermarket. So on the passenger side, I already opened up the drain. The block drain got a lot of crud out of there. So the driver's side,
I'm sure it is in similar condition. I don't see any leaks on the floor.
here's something on this car that's usually missing, is this little baffle right here. It needs a snap here, but that makes sure you don't lose any of your air over the radiator, especially on an air conditioning car. A lot of cars put them up here on the top, on the hood here, and see if we can fill up the fuel system and check that out. So hopefully I won't need this squirter. I'm gonna put this down here for now. Out of the way. Okay, so let's test out this, we gotta put gas in the gas tank. All right, so let me grab the gallon can. Right here. I'm just gonna start with 1 gallon. I wanna see if that pickup, and plus I got the car slanted forward here. So let's see if not only it leaks, but let's see if it can get picked up. Oops, the vent. I got one hand here. Hopefully not leaking or nothing. Pretty big tank. I think this tank ought to be a lot bigger for a car like this. And I didn't hook up the ground, so I don't know if the fuel gauge is going to work. The ground wire was broke, so I just want to redo that. Anything on the floor? Hope not. No, that's brake fluid. About 1.25 gallons. There we go. Open that door in a bit here. Oh, just got gas on my shoe. Darn it. Oh well, that sucks. Let's put that out here. So we got 1 point something gallons, and I got an extra gallon right there. All right, let's just see if we can get the system pressurized. Again, I got a new mechanical fuel pump. There's a fuel filter down below, and then of course we got this jar. We can use that to visually see. Here we go. I'm gonna touch this on here. Maybe it's not enough. Well, it sounds like it's priming. Yeah, I can hear it. There it goes. It's primed. And I'm going to stop, and then when this bowl fills up, we'll check for leaks. All brand new lines in a recoated tank. There you go. Look at that. There we go. It looks kind of cloudy. Maybe that's air. That air tech I didn't clean the fuel pump, so there we go. Yeah, it's working. Cool. Now it's going to fill the bowls. Then we got to watch that. I can hear it. And I don't know what the PSI rating is. I don't see any fuel bubbling out. It's just, where's my screwdriver, darn it? Here. We'll knock on it just to make sure. I don't see any, here's the jet. Oh yeah, I want to test the accelerator jet. Let me just put a little bit more. Yeah, no leaks. I do smell some gas. Let me walk around. Let's look back here. Well, the return is leaking just a little bit, but the feed is not leaking. So I'm not worried about the return. I can fix that. It might even be, so I'll reclamp that right now and let's take a look. At least the return's working. Let's look on top of the engine here. So that's not leaking. We'll check the accelerator pump in just a second. I want to get under here now. Let's see where this leak is. I don't want no fuel. Oh, maybe that's not. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. If it's leaking at the pump, I don't need it anyway, so I'm not going to pressure this tonight, right? Oh, it is kind of loose. Yeah, I don't have a screwdriver here. All right. Well, I'm not going to worry about that because it's going to be low pressure now coming through there. So let's go back up front and check the pump, and then I'll tighten those two clamps down anyhow. All right, let's get up in here and take a look. You gotta climb up on the engine area. Okay, let's take a look down here and see if, I need a screwdriver so you can see. Hang on, darn it. Let's see if I can hold that. Can you see? Yeah. Cool, it's working. Haha. So we don't gotta squirt nothing down in there. I got the choke working and the pump. We got spark because I checked that yesterday. So let me get down off of here. All right, let me just set this down. I'm gonna tighten up them hose clamps and then we'll see if I can kick off the engine. All right, I think I got everything all set up. Stuff out of the way of the hoses. And I'm ready to crank it over. Maybe I should open that garage door. Transmission's in park. Of course, I don't have any wheels on it. All right, let's see if we can get this thing started. You ready? Let's see, hopefully, let's see, you got... Oh, look at that. Uh-oh, it kicked over once. I don't have much battery to play with here. Well, the pump's working. Alright, jumper cables. It did kick over, so that's a good sign. Battery charger. Alright, let's get the button. Alright. Alright, let's try it again. We got the coil on still. Pretty sure I got enough fuel in there. Well, it's, I know we got spark. Let's try, let's move the distributor just a little bit. Can I stretch this over there? It is loose. I need more. There.
Now I can reach over there. Let's try that just a little bit.
Yeah, it could be flooded now. We need more RPMs.
All right, let's turn the distributor the other way.
So these go clockwise, so you turn the point this way, it's going to make it later, I think. Let's try it again. Well, there you go. We'll check out the dwell and then we can mess with the idle air circuit. Oh yeah, let's adjust the air first. Listen to that old motor. 389. Check the exhaust. Yeah, it's pretty rich. Yeah, the dwell is extremely high. Let's see where we are. Dang it. Let me cut off the ignition here. I got an exhaust fan in here. I should turn that on, huh? Figured it out. I had the dwell way up. I was going down. I should have been going up. What I did, I was looking at the 6-cylinder line instead of the 8-cylinder line. And I got it idling a little bit high, but now it's nice and smooth and not overly rich. I'm going to check the timing again. Tighten down that bolt. Timing slip. And again, always make sure you pull the vacuum advance line off when you check that. exhaust hood going in the background here. It's amazing, it runs with 1 gallon of gasoline pretty much. Yeah, the ball's still full. Alright, I'm not going to touch it. Let's see if it starts right up. Yeah, there it goes.
Alright, right on the money. Now put the vacuum fans back on.
Like 600 RPM. And you're supposed to set that on the fast idle cam. I'm just going to idle it down a little bit. I got it right at 700. Okay, let's listen to the engine now with the fan off. There you go, no fan in the background. Check the radiator here. I got one heater line leaking and the transmission cooler line, slight leak. And no water to the heater. We'll test that later. I guess I should test the radiator flow. Let's just do that real fast. Let's see how easy it starts too. That's kind of nice, no accelerator pedal needed. Great, here, let's take a look yourself. We'll try to get some accelerator. Yep, we got the dwell a little bit high, but when it was right at 30. We can play with that again later. No fuel leaks. cold of the field by the time you get way back here. So what do you think? A winner? Okay. Well, I can actually reach across the engine now. Look at that. Let's just see. Yeah. And if you enjoyed these types of videos, I'd appreciate if you'd subscribe to us. At least hit the like button, and that will get us up higher in the algorithm. Of course, we've got a lot of plans here, so I think you'll enjoy it. Thanks, and take care.